Hello everyone, so today my video, well, it was meant to be what I'm packing to go away with for the weekend, because I'm going to Bristol for the weekend to a festival in the day and then a ball at night. But at the moment I'm trying to find out what the weather's going to be like, so I gave up on that idea and I'll pack later, but I will show you that. But for now I thought I'd do a quick video on my makeup storage, really, not my collection but my storage. I am lucky enough to have a changing room where all my clothes and shoes and bags and makeup are, so at the end of the room, let me see if I can zoom out. I don't want to show you too much because I'll show you that another time, but that is my dressing table. It's just in front of the window which overlooks my garden. There you go. So let's start this side. Right, on top here I have, simple things, just these are like coffee and sugar storage jars. So I have one with cotton wool balls, I have a smaller one with cotton buds, and then this one at the back here has all my like sponges and blending tools that I use. So got a Real Techniques blending brush, you've got, that's Dior, is that Dior? Yeah, I'm sure that one's a Dior one. Sponges, and I do use these, and then these are really handy. I got these from on eBay. So they're like little, well, I use them for blending everything, as you can see. Okay, and there's just loads of like egg-shaped sponges and everything in there. So let's close that up. And then that goes behind there, and then in this is just a container for like kitchen utensils. So these are all my foundation brushes. So I've got Real Techniques, the stipple brush, and then the rest are a pack of brushes that I bought off eBay, which are awesome. All foundation brushes. So for liquid, just awesome. They're brilliant. They came in a pack of 10. So that kept in there, and then I've got packs of Bare Minerals, because before I started doing this YouTube channel I only ever wore Bare Minerals, so I've got loads of Bare Minerals foundation brushes. I wore Bare Minerals for years. Here's my foundation brush that I used yesterday. As you can see, it's filthy, so I need to clean that. Big fluffy wand brush and a smaller one that I don't think I've even used yet. So that sits on top of there. And all this storage was simply just from Tesco's near where I live. Okay, so down here, these aren't the sort of typical Muji drawers that everyone talks about. Well, I don't think they are anyway. I bought these from a friend who was selling, and they are two separate ones on top of each other, so just drawers of 3, and these are on top of each other. So in the top one I try and layer it to how I put my makeup on. So here I've got my primers. I've got an Arbonne one, N-Spa, Rimmel Stay Matte. I've got a couple of eye primers. Which one's this? Oh, that is, it's not going to focus, is it? There you go, Rimmel Exaggerate and Soap and Glory. It's about Prime, Maybelline Baby Skin, Revlon Photo Ready. My favourite, the primer that I swear by, is the Bare Minerals Foundation Primer. I've got a little sample of the benefits. Oh, you're going to zoom in? There you go, Pore Fresh, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm just sampling it because I'm not, I don't always believe the hype, so I like to sample things first. This one's a really good one. This one is L'Oreal Studio Secrets. That one's a really good one. So they're all my primers in the top drawer. And then next I have foundation. Now again, for years I've been wearing Bare Minerals, so I have Bare Minerals behind. So I've got the powder, which I can't open with one hand, but it's a solid powder, and I have that in R330. And then I've got some pots of the foundations as well. And then ones that I've just been buying recently, they're all drugstore. So we've got Revlon Colour Stay, Photo Ready, Avon Ideal Flawless, Collection Naturally Matte, Maybelline, I think that's from the Fit Me range, isn't it? Rimmel Stay Matte, and the Rimmel Wake Me Up. So that's all I've been collecting at the moment. And then I'm going to move on to the more high-end when I get a chance to visit some of the bigger stores. Okay, so we don't have great shopping in Northampton. So these are just tinted moisturisers. So these are just a couple that my mum gave me. They're okay, BB creams. This one's really good, the L'Oreal Nude Magique. That one's really good, I like that one. This is one of my favourites. I've worn this for years. Just the Natural Collection. I wear that like if I go away or something. Really, really good. So that's just my tinted moisturisers. Not great, but we're coming into summer now, so I'll be getting more of those. These are all my concealers, highlights, and contouring. So my favourite, the No. 7 Skin Illuminator. There you go. I've got Dior. This is like their version of the Touchy Clock. Soap and Glory. Oh, this is just a brightener to go underneath your eyes. Another great highlighter, No. 7 Instant Radiance. Got the Wake Me Up concealer, the Natural Collection, the Lasting Perfection from Collection. Got the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch. What else we've got? Tesco's Own. These ones are really good. These are from the Maybelline Fit Me range. Now these are the darkest concealers they do, so obviously they're for much darker skin, but I use these to contour and they're really, really handy. So I use them with the shade that's also for my skin tone, and they're really good for highlighting and contouring, so they're brilliant. What else we got? Oh, this is something I got in a Birchbox, I think. Me. Used it a few times, it's alright. No. 7. Oh no, Natural Collection. What else we got? That one's No. 7. I've got a couple of Soap and Glories because they're brilliant. I've got an Arbonne. What else? And that's it. This is a little sample of that I got in a bag somewhere, I don't know. Oh, there you go. And but it's too light, it's an ivory, so I sometimes use that as a concealer as well. And that's about it there. Okay, so that's highlighters and everything. In here I have powders, like setting powders. So I've got, that's Bare Minerals, Natural Collection, Rimmel Stay Matte, Maybelline Matte Maker, Collection Sheer Loose. I don't even know what that one is. And then Dior setting powder as well, which I love. Have I got much left? I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, it's quite a bit in there. Okay, so that's that. And then down here is blushes. So I've got Collection, Natural Collection. I do love their range. MUA. This was a sample I got in a box. That's a really good one. Bare Minerals, NYX. Don't know what that one is. Fix Me Up setting spray. I think I've used it once. I don't really sort of use that very much. Collection Bronze Glow. So that's everything in there. And then here's some bottle tissues, spare cotton wool. And here, just a little lipstick holder. So here I have all my MUA lipsticks. I won't go through what they are properly, but my MUA. So these are just the plain, the normal lipsticks, and then behind you've got the matte. Got a couple of Maybelline 14 Hours. These are all Rimmel Kate. They're Rimmel, and these are Rimmel too. So they're all Rimmels as well. So keep those there. And then here I've got my lights. There's me in the background. Hey. So my lights. My lights are, funny story, but I used to work at Next, and that's it. And they had these lights as displays for Christmas, and we were able to take some home, so I took 2. So I have one in my garage for spare, and then I use this one on my dressing table, so it was lovely. They gave that to me for free, so really happy with that. Let's turn it off again. Right, okay, so let me pull a chair out so I can... Right. So, no, right. So here are my brushes. These are all just eye brushes, eyebrow brushes, things like that. Here I've got what I put on my, what I contour with. So they're all Bare Minerals. Really, really handy they are. These are blushes and powders, Real Techniques and Dior. Got quite a few Dior brushes, they're brilliant. That's that. Dior one. That's what I put my cream blusher on with. That's really nice to do that. In this one here, these are concealer. Again, what I highlight with, just much smaller, much smaller brushes. Okay, and then I like for eyeshadow and whatever. Just a large powder brush. I don't really use that for anything. I don't know where I got that from. I think Primark or something. Sellotape for your eye looks. And then here I've got some jojoba oil, which is really good for under your eyes. Little flower there. Eyelash curlers from Primark. I've never used them, but they look good. I think the reason I don't use eyelash curlers is because I already have curly eyelashes, so I think that's why I really struggle with them, because I feel that they do nothing whatsoever. So here are my lip pencils. All these little containers, all of them are all from like bathroom stores and stuff. So there's my lip pencils there, and here are all my eye pencils. So we've got MUA, we've got Government's Collection, Scandalise, we've got Rimmel in there, we've got everything. Okay, back to this one. I forgot this one here, this little drawers here. Now, these were a lot smaller when they came. I was expecting this to be a lot bigger, so you can see how sort of small they are with my hands. So I just keep, in the top one, I keep tweezers and scissors, because you really need them. In the second one, I know most people throw away all these little sponge applicators, but I actually have to use them because of my nails. I find it hard to get products out of things, so so I use them for quite a few things, like the colour tattoos. I can't get my finger in, so I have to use a sponge. This is a great little brush from Dior that I use to contour my cheekbones. That's brilliant, love that. There you go. And then at the bottom I have, because I reuse all my eyelashes, so they're eyelashes that I've worn, nail glue, and all my eyelash glues, and a spare thing for my eyelash curler, which I'm never going to use, but anyway, so that's that. So moving on to, little clock. Terrible with, always want to know what the time is, so I have a little clock there, and in this little thing here I have all my, any perfume samples that I get. So here's 2 aromatherapy oils from Body Shop. That's cranberry, and what's this one? Oh, Merry Cranberry. Okay, so both cranberry. And what I sometimes do is put a few drops onto the light bulbs as they're heating up, and it makes the room smell nice. And then, or I got this. It doesn't work great, but this was from Body Shop as well. And on top I have my Keep Calm, I'm a Celebrity Monkey. And then just a couple of things that my daughter's bought me, and an angel, so she can watch over me. And back into this drawer. So here we have, what's this? Handmade, yeah. Soap and Glory. And then Bare Minerals brush cleaner, just for spot cleaning quickly. That I bought, but I haven't used it for anything yet, so it's empty at the moment. So yeah, so here's some samples. So I keep all my perfume samples in here, so that like this one, I'm not a lover of it, so I just use it for the gym. Estee Lauder Sensuous Nude. It gives me a bit of a headache, but I got 2 samples, so I wear them for the gym. What else have I got in here? It's Diesel, Daisy by Marc Jacobs, Gucci. Oh, yeah, Gucci. So these are really handy for your handbags and just for any time you need a perfume. So that's all in there. And then this is my other makeup drawers. Now these are the actual ones that Kim Kardashian has. My husband bought me them for Christmas a couple of years ago now. Very expensive. They came from America, and the annoying thing was when they came, they were slightly damaged. But because it was so much hassle for postage and everything, we just glued them back together. So just a little tip that they were, you know, packaged with loads of bubble wrap and everything, but they get thrown around. So these were just under £200 and they came broken. So, but we glued it back together, and you know what you're going to do. So here is my perfumes. I showed them in a video the other day, so you've seen all them, so I display them all there. I know obviously I shouldn't have them by a window, but I find that not much sunlight sort of gets to this bit, so I've never had any issues with my perfume. So that's that. Right, top drawer here. Lipsticks. These are lipsticks and these are all lip glosses. So what we got, I don't even know. Bourjois, Maybelline, I think that is number 7. Natural Collection, number 7. So yeah, all different lip glosses. And then here are all my lipsticks. So these are my new ones from Primark. This one here, where is it? That's that one, another different one, but it smells amazing. Oh well. Colour Rush from Rimmel. Oh god, just so many lipsticks. I'll go through them another time. So that's full of lipsticks. And then next we've got mascaras. So you've got all different ones. You've got the Manga. This one I wore yesterday, and I bought it and I loved it in the beginning, thought it was excellent. Then I went off it, and then typically as it's drying out I've fallen back in love with it again, so I can see that I'm going to rebuy that one. Scandalise, we've got Benefit, and my eyeliners as well. I struggle with eyeliners because I only like the ones that have got a brush that's really flexible, so I don't like a bit rigid. So what else have we got? We've got who's that? Avon. Oh yeah, mascaras. Back here I've got colour mascaras and glitter like jelly things. Here is my eyebrow stuff. So I've got the Maybelline, hold on, that's it, Maybelline Brow Drama. And then I have my MUA Pro Brow Favourite. This is a little pencil that I keep here because I have a sort of a mole on my face, like a beauty spot, and when I put my makeup on it covers it up, and I always forget to sort of put it back on, so that's kept there so that I can remember. Yucky Clear Eyebrow Glue. Not glue, you know what I mean, eyebrow stuff. Here I keep some contact lenses because I love wearing colour contact lenses, and just some spare eyelashes, whitening eye drops and things like that there. So that's that drawer. Next one, I keep makeup palettes. So I've got some next ones. I've got some MUA and just some. This one is a brilliant one I found. Oh, hold on, before I open it. There you go. Look, awesome colours. Brilliant colours. Okay. What else we got in there? God, that's H&M. This is a thing that everything's really difficult with my nails. Not used that, but yeah, nice colours. So that's my
Story growing up in Spanish Harlem.